Hi everybody, welcome back. And I'm sure you've seen already, but Bilt and American Airlines are ending their partnership in June. No specific end date has been given by Bilt or American Airlines. Bilt has confirmed this in a post that was put on View from the Wing, has been picked up by 1 Mile at a Time, now Frequent Miler, and Proud Money put out a video on this not too long ago, earlier today. So I'm going to put the links for the View from the Wing article, which is the first article I read on this one, and Proud Money's video on this as well, down in the description. The churning subreddit has been a buzz with this as well. If American is leaving Bilt's transfer partnership, could they be looking to tack on with Citi as a transfer partner? They were briefly transfer partners during 2021 at the height of lockdowns, quarantines, and things looking really bad for international travel and travel in general. So they did allow for points to be transferred very briefly with Citi. So does this mean that Citi is going to pick up the transfer points for American Airlines? Well, if you saw Joe Barretto's video with his conversation with folks at Citi about a new personal travel credit card, a new higher end personal travel credit card, that would be a logical conclusion. Do I think that's the case? I don't know. Honestly, we'll have to see what happens with American Airlines next. It sounds like this was a 3-year contract because they have been transfer partners with American Airlines. Bilt has been transfer partners with American Airlines since 2021. So this was probably just a standard contract, and maybe American Airlines went to Bilt and said, look, we're not going to renew because X, Y, and Z reason. Now, some of those reasons may be how profitable using Air Advantage credit cards has been for Citi, whether it be the Red Aviator card, probably the least profitable of the bunch, but American is running their data on this, so we'll see what happens. They're also, according to View from the Wing, renegotiating their credit cards with Citi and Barclays. If anything were to happen there, we might see them move banks for issuing their credit cards. So that could happen. But do I think they're going to immediately turn around and gain Wells Fargo or Citi as transfer partners? I think we'll have to wait and see. We know right now that they've indicated their intention to leave Bilt, and that will give us, and now there's a 3-month time frame where they could be negotiating with Citi or Wells or both. They're probably prioritizing their credit card programs over any sort of transfer partner negotiations. So it could be that they are talking with Citi specifically on the A Advantage cards, making the A Advantage Platinum Select World Elite MasterCard a slightly better card. Maybe American will lean into credit cards and points on credit cards as a way to drive spending to those credit cards by making them airline cards that don't suck for earning. Maybe. But that remains to be seen. They could also be negotiating beyond Citi and Barclays, because if you hold more co-branded cards with other banks, people can pick their poison of banks, not necessarily pick their poison of the credit cards that A Advantage has on offer right now. The Red Aviator card is really good for its weird welcome offers that pop up from time to time. The 60,000 miles for one purchase and pay the annual fee, or 75,000 miles, make a purchase, don't pay the annual fee for a year. I'm sure that American would much rather people use their credit cards way more than just that welcome offer. So I'm sure they're going to re-up with Citi for their credit cards. They've had a multi-decade relationship with Citi. As for Barclays, we'll see. The Red Aviator is the only publicly available card. They stopped taking applications for the Red Aviator business card. Barclays only became a credit card partner after the US Airways acquisition, and none of the other American Airlines credit cards with Barclays is publicly available besides the Red Aviator. You move the Red Aviator to the Aviator Silver, but there used to be an Aviator Blue, and there was an even higher end Aviator card at one point, but none of those are publicly available. So what I could see right now is American Airlines is going to prioritize their credit cards first, get those ducks in a row, probably re-up with Citi with better terms for American Airlines and better earnings for customers to get them to convince them to spend. I don't know what Citi gets out of the deal besides new American Airlines credit cards. And they could be looking at another bank for the Barclays cards, or insist that Barclays make the Red Aviator something other than a quick hit for the welcome offer. This is where I could see Wells definitely establishing more of a relationship with American Airlines, leveraging their partnership with Bilt, their investments with Bilt, and the relationship between Wells Fargo and Bilt, and utilizing the relationship that Bilt had established with American Airlines to convince American Airlines to bring a credit card to Wells Fargo, bring a co-branded card to Wells Fargo. How that would earn, I have no idea, but I don't necessarily see transfer partnerships for American Airlines coming to another bank immediately or another program immediately. They do make plenty of money off of AA dining, the AAE shopping portal, the AA Simply Miles program, which you can enroll with any MasterCard. So they do drive a lot of value from that. So they're probably going to continue to do that. And so we'll see what happens with their new credit cards. As for Bilt, does this sting? Yes. It has been floated on Reddit that folks had a build of the Bilt app that had Alaskan Airlines showing as a transfer partner. So we'll probably see Alaskan in the next couple of weeks, starting most likely rent day of April. And we'll see what happens from here. Some of those launch partners, they probably had contracts that will be expiring this year. So be on the lookout for Hyatt. And we'll see what happens with Bilt going forward. Losing it will take a big feather out of the cap of Bilt, but I'm sure they're going to be looking at things like adding new annual fee cards, expanding on that mortgage promise, establishing that mortgage promise, going forward with a number of other avenues to keep customers excited, keep that card going, and bring in another card or two that will cater more to the travelers who are signing up for Bilt. Or keep pushing for things to get more of the renters on the Bilt program into houses. We'll see. Or they could do both. Bilt is running on several tracks at the same time. American Airlines, it seems, utilized Bilt for what they could to get folks interested in American as a transfer partner, getting them to sign up for A Advantage accounts. That's what I did. And then getting those folks in to Simply Miles, to the shopping portal, and looking to get them into the A Advantage Platinum Select World Elite MasterCard or the Executive Card with Citi, or letting Barclays do those silly one-time welcome offers that I think are probably never coming back. But we'll see. But Bilt and American, we'll see what happens next. Bilt will be fine. It's not that big a deal for Bilt, and American is probably focusing on their credit cards first. And if we see any sort of transfer partner, I wouldn't expect that until maybe the end of the year, but they are really focusing more on credit cards and getting their A Advantage folks to spend money first. So they'll do that before they worry about transfer partners. So we'll see what happens, but if you like what I do, hit the subscribe button. That'll do it for now. There's some tidbits that I might get a video out on later or work on that tomorrow. But yeah, definitely some other news that has been springing up, and we'll see what happens. But hit the subscribe button, hit like if you like what I do. Let me know down in the comments what you think of American Airlines and Bilt splitting up. I don't know that it means a transfer partner relationship with Wells or Citi, but there's 3 months, and